Hello again. We're looking at further details of how to use the SVN version control system. And here we have a working copy checked out into our local account on the Corn machines. And we're in the Jolt subdirectory. And previously we've seen how to add files, commit them, and we also know how to delete a file from version control if we've decided we no longer need it. Another common operation is perhaps that over time you've decided that you need to change the name of a file. So here we have our hello.cpp program, but maybe we've decided that since we've really changed it and it doesn't say hello anymore, that maybe we should go ahead and rename it and move it from hello.cpp to maybe a greetings.cpp file. And the ls or the move command will allow us to do that, and we will, if we use the ls command, see that the file has been moved or renamed. But of course, if we now go and use svn status, we've kind of confused svn because it was expecting there to be a file called hello.cpp. And right now it's indicating that hello.cpp is missing. It can't find that. It's also noticed that there's a file called greetings.cpp, which is not under version control. So this isn't really the way that we need to deal with renaming or moving files that are under version control. So we're going to go ahead and undo that move and basically restore it back to its original name. So now SVN is happy. There's no local modifications to files. All the files it expected to be under version control are present and accounted for. So if we'd truly like to move this file or rename it within version control in a similar fashion to what you would do to remove a file, I would use svn move and give it the original name of the file and also the new name of the file. And now it's showing that it's adding greetings.cpp, and then it in turn is going to remove or delete hello.cpp. And in the course of this, it's actually done the renaming process in our working copy here. But if you run svn status, again, remember it's kind of a two-step process with most changes to the working copy. First you make the changes locally, and then you commit them back to the central repository. So you'll observe that we have hello.cpp being removed, and then we see greetings.cpp as being added to the repository. The additional plus sign here next to the A is an indication that the file is being moved as opposed to being created from scratch as a new file that's never been in version control before. So once we've made these local changes within the working copy, we're going to, again, go ahead and commit those files back to the central server so that they're under version control. And we'll provide a useful commit message to record for all of history what we were doing, why we were doing it, etc. And we will get the message about what's happening, files are being added, deleted, and at the end we should always see a committed revision with whatever revision number we're at based on how many commits we've made it to our repository. And after running this commit process, if we run svn status again, we now see that greetings.cpp and hello.cpp are no longer showing up, and that's because the local modifications to the working copy of the files have been committed back to that central repository, and now everything is in sync with respect to those files. Again, we still just have the hello executable hanging around because we don't usually commit executable programs back to the repository server, so it's just showing up with the question mark to indicate that it's not under version control, but that's fine because the source code used to generate it is still under version control.